Good afternoon. I hope everybody is well today. It's Thursday. It's May 7th. It is the National Day of Prayer, and lots of need for prayer out there these days as people are experiencing more sequestering, and some people, of course, are experiencing what it's like to have the coronavirus, and other people are experiencing all kinds of things, and it's happening all over the world. So lots of need for prayer today. I will be sharing a prayer at the end based on our gospel for this coming Sunday. But I also wanted to give you some inspiration. I just finished watching the documentary about Michelle Obama and her book, Becoming, which I had read a while back. It's an excellent book, and the documentary is very inspiring. I just finished watching that, and I would recommend that to you. It's on Netflix right now. She talked about, at the end of the documentary, she talks about how we, how we find ways to divide ourselves in this country, but she also reminded me that for the most part, our country, our world, and the people that we meet are good, are seeking the best for one another, are wanting to help others and lift people up. It was a good reminder to me that I shouldn't pay so much attention to all the division that we hear in the news and the division that we see. While it may be a reality, as we know only too well, it's not what we have to be. We can be more than that. We can be inspired to be the people God created us to be. We can live out that love in our lives. And that's my prayer for today. So I leave you with a prayer called The Way. This is from unfoldinglight.net. As you all know, one of my favorite websites. He bases this prayer on John 14:6, which says, Jesus says, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to our Abba, or Father, except through me. And here's the prayer poem, The Way. This is not a treasure map for conversion, not a filter to screen out unbelievers, no one-way directions to some secret entrance to the favor of God. Jesus speaks not to unbelievers, but to us who already believe. We want to know the way. There is no way, Jesus says, no set of instructions, no formula, no thing you do to get to God. Jesus says, I am the way. Me, not beliefs about me, but me, myself. We don't come to God on Jesus' coattails, behind him or beside him, but through him, inside him. Be Jesus. Be God's self-giving love embodied in the world. That's how you come to God. Be God's love for you. Yes, yourself, which becomes God's love for the world. Get right inside that love. Move through it. We don't get close to God by our beliefs, even our righteous obedience. We get close through love. Love is the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to God except through love. I find that to be very encouraging and very life-giving in this time, that it is through love that we come to God and we can share that story with others. I'm going to also share a song with you called A God Like You by Kirk Franklin. It was one that was in the documentary that I watched, one that Michelle Obama was listening to while she was driving in the car, and I just read through the lyrics again, and it's a wonderful song about how God became like us in order to save us, in order to give us love, in order to rescue us from all the things that the world would have us be. But God calls us to be the people that He has created us to be. So I'll share that song. If you have Netflix and you have time, I would highly recommend the documentary Becoming, and keep that prayer in mind for this National Day of Prayer, that God's love in Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Amen.